everyone, welcome back. I hope you've all had a great week so far and an awesome weekend. Today's drawing lesson is inspired by an adventure Mr. Hadley took 5 years ago to Africa. Before we draw, I'd like to tell you all a little bit about that adventure right now. In 2015, Mr. Hadley and his friend Tim took a plane to Uganda, Africa. Mr. Hadley spent a little over a month there, and one of his favorite parts about that adventure was all the wild animals he got to see. Mr. Hadley got to see wild rhinos and hippos and elephants, a giraffe, and even a lion. But Mr. Hadley's favorite by far was his adventure to the wild gorillas. Mr. Hadley saw a family of gorillas in the wild. He and his friend Tim even got to walk with the gorillas in their home, the jungle. And we're back. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about my adventure to Uganda. Seeing the gorillas in the wild was really my favorite part and was super, super cool. So it's no surprise today that today's drawing lesson is going to be a drawing of a gorilla. Maybe some of you already know how to draw a face of a gorilla, or maybe some of you already know how to draw rhinos or hippos, giraffes, other animals. That's okay. You go ahead and you draw what animal you'd like. You can draw your favorite animal. But right now, I'm just going to show you one way of how to draw mine. For this drawing of the gorilla head, all you're going to need is something to draw on and something to draw with. All right? You can draw with a marker, you can draw with a chalk. It's okay. I'm putting my paper vertical. You can try it horizontal. Whatever works for you is fine. Okay, so we're going to start with this gorilla's eyes. All right? And notice the shape. Notice where they are. You need enough room here for the top of the head and for the bottom of the head. So we got to leave some room there, okay? So the eyes aren't going to go way up here, and they're certainly not going to go way down there, right? Right. So the first is the eyes. One rainbow-looking line there, and another rainbow-looking line next to it. Okay? And then we want to make sort of like the letter U underneath those lines. And then what I want you to think about is a lowercase m. And we're going to put two lines here, but they're not touching each other. And these are going to be the nostrils. I want you to think about an oval shape. And here comes the smile. You can just make a smile like this if you would like. There are also other ways to make a smile. In my drawing here, the smile is more of a curved line, right? So it starts up here, it's a little bit wavy. You can do that too, but that's just fine as well. The next step you want is you're gonna wanna start somewhere on the top of the oval, and you're gonna make a line going around the eyes that starts on top of the oval and ends on the other side. Whoops. All right, we got that taped up pretty good now. And after that step, what you want to do is you want to put your whatever you're drawing with on this side here, and you want to make another curved shape, sort of like you did here, but going up. Stop it there. And then you want to, in order to add some hair, on the other side too. And if you have room, you can add the shoulders. We don't have to have just floating heads. One of the most important parts, the ears. It's like the letter C, and a curved line, and a backwards letter C, and a curved line. And that is the head of your gorilla. Thanks so much for following along. If you didn't follow along, that's okay. Thank you for paying attention. Just one last thing. When coloring in the head of your gorilla, if you want to use a colored pencil, that's fine. If you want to use just regular pencil, that's okay too. Chalk, crayon, marker works as well. Just be careful how much pressure that you're putting on wherever you're drawing with, meaning Just be careful how hard you're pressing down on that colored pencil. So as you can see here, there are different shades of gray in this gorilla. Now I use the colored pencil to color this in. I color in the eyes. I press down a little bit darker. Okay. You can actually leave that, draw a little circle in here. To make the eyes appear more like an eye. And then I would draw this eye the same darkness. But then as I go out on the other part of the eye, not on the other part of the eye, but on the other part of the face, is I don't apply as much pressure on the pencil, meaning I'm not pressing as hard on the pencil, which I think is an interesting coloring technique. And on this part, I go even lighter, right? You can actually use the pencil for that part too, if you want. Just go really light. Barely pushing down at all, right? And that's coloring in your gorilla. That's the lesson for today. Thank you so much for watching. Look out for another video this Wednesday. I will see you all then. Bye.